Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and today we are playing a brand new game. We are playing Wartales. So this is a game that just came to early access earlier this month. It's developed by Shiro Games, which is the developer of Northgard, which is one of my favorite RTS. I loved playing it over the years, and we actually featured it on the channel again here recently. But anyways, Wartales is nothing like it. It's not an RTS at all. In fact, the game plays out much more similar to Mountain Blade or Mountain Blade 2, except unlike those games, this one combat is actually like a tactical strategy game. In addition to that, there's a lot of RPG elements here with Wartales. I have to say, I know it's probably a little early. I have about 5 hours in the game thus far, but I have to admit, guys, I really think this might be my my game of the year. So 2021's been a bit of a weird year. There hasn't been a whole lot of games that have been out. I think with the Steam Awards, I ended up saying Humankind was my game of the year only because there really hadn't been that many games where I've just been like, yes, this game is amazing. That being said, Wartales, every single time I sit down and play this game, I'm like, dude, I love this game. This game is freaking fun. I've been discovering new things. Like every time I play it, I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's so freaking cool. Like there's just a lot to this game, and I have just been enjoying the crap out of it. Now, it's in early access. I don't know how much of the game there is. The reviews are mostly positive on Steam. There are some interesting potential issues with the game. One of them is it's not an easy game. Like one of the things you'll notice in reviews over and over again is like it is a potentially like absolutely game that like you can be doing completely fine and then just get absolutely destroyed. Like it's not the easiest game in the world. Like so much so when I ended up running out my first campaign, I almost played on easy because I was a little scared that I might just end up dying, which we were playing on normal, and for the most part I was doing everything. Like we were completely okay. I did end up having to restart 2 battles. One of them was because I completely missed where some of the enemies were, and so my guys were completely out of position and I got my butt kicked, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and restart that. And then another one, I actually didn't even realize what one of the guys did. I ended up attacking one guy, not another guy, and that other guy just basically destroyed one of my wolves, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and restart. I must say, we're gonna try not doing any restarts here in this game, but there is a large potential chance that we're going to end up losing some of our characters. Now, like I just mentioned, there's a lot going on with this game. There's different classes that you can have with your characters. You can level the characters up. There is like these professions that you can give with your characters. You can actually recruit different companions. You can recruit animals and actually become a beastmaster. I mean, there is a ton going on with this game, so we're going to try explaining it as best as we can. But let's go ahead and launch in a new game. So essentially what happens with Wartales is you have a group of companions and you essentially move around the map and you do different missions and stuff like that to level yourself up and then to unlock new missions and so on and so forth. And unlike Mountain Blade, there's actually a lot more of a story going on. Like every region kind of has its own little story, and you can basically learn more about the story. You can kind of support one side versus the other side. So there's a lot of little cool elements here. So essentially what we're doing here is we get to basically pick who our companions are going to be. So our companions can be apprentice friends looking for adventure, men escorting merchants who lost their employer, deserters fleeing an abusive captain, farmers looking for a better life, or bandits looking to escape the guard. Each one of these gives us different bonuses and also different starting companions. So the bonuses for the apprentice friends gives us 30 influence. Influence is essentially kind of like your renown, kind of like how famous your group is. In addition to that, you also have to use influence to recruit new companions. But then we start with less experience on our companions. And then our starting companions would be a swordman, archer, ranger, and brute. We could do the men escorting their merchants. They would start with a lot of extra money, which is the crones, but we lose 1 medicine, which is, you know, how you heal your guys. And then they start with the swordman, warrior, spearman, and brute. Interesting. Okay, then the deserters fleeing an abusive captain, we start with more experience, but then we also start with some suspicion. Suspicion is essentially kind of like, think of it like Grand Theft Auto, like 1-star, 2-star kind of thing. The more suspicion you have, the more likely the guards are to attack you and stuff like that. You can totally like steal stuff like, you know, Skyrim or any like normal RPG. You could just go and like jack stuff if you want, but then that's going to increase your suspicion. Here we'd start with swordman, archer, ranger, brute. Farmers, it gives us this extra bread, you have to feed your companions and also pay them as well. So, you know, starting with more bread means you can feed them longer before you have to buy more food. Starting companions here would be Brute, Spearman, Archer, or Bandits escaping the guard, which gives you more money, but a lot of extra suspicion. You start with Brute, Ranger, Archer. Wow, that's a lot of Rangers. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and I think just do the Apprentice Friends. Here's my big thing. I really love Swordman, Archer, Ranger, Brute. I love every one of these guys a lot. So I'm excited to actually play with them. My whole interesting thing with the abusive companion was the fact that these guys were basically all the same. Now, the Spearman I'm not a huge fan of, but a lot of abilities and stuff like that are weapon-based. So, like, the thing is, like, there are levels and stuff like that, but honestly, like, your abilities and the ability to actually face against harder enemies is more based on what kind of, like, weapons and armor you have versus the actual levels they are. So, levels aren't as important, although there are some cool things you can unlock. Okay, so now our companions are used to long walks, fighters, incredible resilience, slap games, or quick learners. So long fights gives us the speed at which the troops fatigue stacks by 10%. It reduces it. So fatigue is another element where essentially once your fatigue fills up, you have to actually rest your guys and have to take, they have to go to bed. Essentially, there's a day-night cycle, and you know, you can only fight so much before your dudes are going to get exhausted. Cunning fighters increases the experience in combat. Incredible resilience increases constitution, which is your HP. Critical damage is increased by 10%, or quick learners, which is profession increase. We're going to grab Constitution. So, like I said, this game is hard because the enemies do basically as much damage as your dudes do. And so it's really easy to accidentally lose some people. So getting any extra HP on our guys is going to be very valuable. And so then if our companions had a flaw, it would be meek appearance, which decreases their carrying capacity. Eternal dissatisfaction, which reduces their happiness. Happiness is another element. If you actually have negative happiness, you might end up losing one of your companions. Like, they might actually end up leaving. So, you know, you kind of want to keep them happy. Uncommon, bout of bad luck, which reduces the critical hit chance. Hard time getting up increases danger during rest. Or a lack of self-confidence, which reduces willpower. I don't remember what willpower is. It's something to do with the critical hit rate. I don't exactly remember, but we're going to do the meek appearance. I'm not that worried about the companion carrying capacity, at least to begin with. And so we can choose our starting region. I've unlocked 2 because I got to the second one, I think, in my other game, but we're just going to start with the default one, and then we're just going to play normal and normal, which, once again, this is not an easy game. So we're going to try not restarting, but no promises. I mean, if it's like, I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try. If I feel like some shenanigans happened, I might be a little more willing to change things. But anyways, your companions are off in search of adventure after a few days of quietly traveling along. Their only feat was not getting lost, and they have reached their destination. Here surely awaits some novel and exciting quests that will stir up the uneventful lives of bored apprentices. Adventure awaits at the end of the road for those who make it alive, that is. So go ahead and pause the game, and let's talk about the UI here. So first and foremost, here are our dudes in the middle. We can, you know, rotate the map if we so choose. You can see the compass up on top, and we can kind of basically click around and move them. Yes, these are actual bad guys. These are kind of like the tutorial bad guys we'll have to fight. These things right here are different, like, things you can kind of pick up on the world map that are used in crafting and stuff like that. All right, let's talk about the UI. So up here we have our troops and bonuses. So you have 5 companions in your group. We have the bonus Constitution, and we have less carrying capacity, and then equipment bonus increases the troop happiness by 4. Interesting. Then over here is the knowledge. Now, what's cool about knowledge is you gain it by discovering new areas and earning knowledge points, which I think is what this is. But anyways, the whole point is, as you get enough knowledge and fill this up, you basically get perk points that you can use in various different ways. One is you can kind of use them in this compendium right here and get things like, hey, your troops eat 1 less food, or guess what? They gain more money after combat. But these little question marks here will also actually get filled out with the different professions. So, for example, when we unlock the blacksmith class, one of the things here we'll actually be able to unlock new weapons that our blacksmith will actually be able to build. So, for example, he can build a better bow, or, you know, better armor and stuff like that. So knowledge is very, very important in this game. Next up is the scenario for the region. Essentially, every region has its own basic storyline, essentially. I guess you can kind of think of it like Skyrim, kind of like, you had different scenarios in every little area. And essentially, this goes to show you how filled the progress bar is. Usually, there's like two different sides fighting. Like in this first area, it's like refugees versus the town kind of thing. I don't know what happens. I never finished it. I got to like 80 of 100, I think, in my last campaign. So we'll try actually finishing that up. There's no reason, like, you don't have to actually stay here, though. You can immediately go to the other region if you want. You just have to spend a lot of money, but we'll worry about that later. Then this is our suspicion. Once it gets certain high, then the guards will actually fight for us, and we have to pay for crimes. Yeah. This is our fatigue bar. This will slowly go to black, and then it'll actually tick up to red. And once it starts getting red, you slow down a lot. So you're going to want to rest as quickly as possible. Then here is our happiness. It's currently at +3 because we're well fed. We got a troop bonus, and troop size, you'll notice, is actually at -3. So that means the more troops you get, the less happy you have, the less happier people will be. So that's one of the things you got to keep in mind. Then influence here, once again, it can be used to recruit new companions or perform certain actions. Valor points here. Valor points are actually really, really important. These are points you use in combat. Essentially, most characters can only just move and attack unless you use valor points. Valor points are kind of like the way to use special abilities and stuff like that. Right now, we don't have a lot of ways to gain more valor points. It's essentially only by like resting. But eventually, we kind of, as our characters level up, we'll get new ways to gain more valor points. We can actually increase, so we can have more than 5 valor points. But they become very important as you start leveling up and getting new equipment. Then here's our food. We have basically 4 days worth of food, and we have crones. And so our wages are at 74 right now. So we're going to have to earn a little bit of money here if we want to keep our companions here longer than, the next couple days. Then down here is camp, so we can go ahead and make a camp if we wanted. We got our inventory here. We start with raw materials. This is basically how you repair your armor after combat, which is part of the things that makes this game so hard. You'll see why here in a minute. Same thing with the medicine. And then we got our food there. Compendiums, what we were looking at earlier. We got the world map. The map seems pretty decently sized. Like, it doesn't look that big, but it's actually a pretty good size. And then last but not least, we have these paths over here, which basically you kind of unlock as you do things. I have not filled up any of these yet, so I'm not 100% sure what they do, but it says different titles and stuff like that. So I don't know. We're excited to kind of see how that's going to go. So first up, let's go ahead and take a look at our companions. So we're going to go ahead and rename these guys. So we start with, let's see, who are we going to make ourselves? So Lithorinus, congratulations, you're now officially going to be Brian. So I'm going to essentially be the brute of the group. He's essentially kind of the tank. He's got taunt. He has pound. You can actually see, so taunt actually requires a valor point. This basically, it forces someone to attack me. We can see our wages, the carrying capacity, constitution, all that fun stuff. And then the weaponry and all that, great stuff. Then let's go ahead, and I guess the female of the group will be the archer. And congratulations, Emily. My wife is now officially our archer. Surely this isn't going to come back to bite us. So disengages and moving in a straight line up to 5 meters. Ooh, I didn't have that one last time. That's a nice little ability here. Because the thing is, if archers get engaged in melee combat, they're really, 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 really bad. So by the way, if you're wondering what this is where you can actually pick their profession, which there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 professions. There's a lot of professions. Then let's see, we got Panis here. He is the ranger. All right, the ranger is going to officially be, the ranger shall be Jeff the ranger. He shall stab people in the back. He's got run again as well. The run is not necessarily as important with him, but that actually might be good. And we'll talk about that in combat. I see some uses for that. And then we have a swordsman over here. Oh, wait, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. So the brute is not what I thought it was. So in every other time I played this game, I think, was it the brute or the warrior? I think it was the brute actually ended up with a two-hander weapon, not a one-hander. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that's going to make things a little strange, but all right. Congratulations, you can be Parker, even though Parker's, a female dog, but whatever. You're Parker the swordsman. So now we kind of have like, Wait, you didn't like Parker? I think someone just said they didn't like Parker, I think is what just happened, which is kind of hilarious. All right. Anyways, we'll go ahead and unpause the game. We'll go ahead and pick up the lootables here on the ground. That is going to be good for medicine and stuff like that. And then the iron over here is good for like making weapons and so on and so forth. So pick that up, and then let's go ahead and get into combat. So in combat, we can see we're fighting two different bandits, a level 1 hoodlum and a level 1 poacher. Those are essentially their classes that we're going to be fighting, which are very similar to like our classes, which I should mention, every one of these classes, like the swordsman, the archer, and all that, actually have different classes that you can actually level into, specialization classes, which is really freaking cool. So now this is where we get the tactical strategy aspect of the game, which I am definitely always a sucker for because I love me some XCOM. So any of these blue spots we can actually take and move our units into combat, or before combat we can move them if we wanted to move them around. Sometimes depending on the map and stuff, you know, you can put guys in different positions. You can actually see how they like rotate based on where the guys are actually facing. Up top we can see our different morale meter. The more dudes we kill, the better events that are going to happen. Also, we can also start losing stuff as well if we're not careful. Then down here is actually the turn order. So we basically get to move 2 units. We can pick them in any order, but we can't use them a second time until we get to the next round. And then all of a sudden their archer will go. Then I get to go 2 guys again, and then their rogue dude will actually get to go. So ideally we would love to get someone up on this archer right away. So let's just talk about everything else here. So these are our valor points. We got 2 right there. Brian, his nice little picture there. We got 10% guard, which is basically their armor. Then this is our armor here, and then our HP there. Then this basically ends our turn, and then we can move, we can attack, or we can right now taunt. That's our 3 abilities with him. This guy's got move, slice, or first aid, move, slice, or run. Now what's interesting about run is we could use run to like maybe, for example, whoopsie. So if I put you here, we could get you here, and then we could run him over into attack range, which to me would be really interesting. The other thing to note with this guy is he also has this ambush because he's using a dagger, which basically, if any unit is being attacked by someone else, you'll notice that they're basically engaged. So you can't like move away without giving them a opportunity of an attack. In addition to that, then it basically allows us to backstab them, essentially is what that is. So I think first things first, let's go ahead and put Brian here. I think I'm going to take Brian right here. Hold up. Emily, you come here. I think you got enough speed to get, yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Brian, we're gonna move Brian right here. Now the thing is, if I killed this guy, I could keep moving. So it's not like once you move your turns over, you can do these in any order you so choose. So we're gonna go ahead and pound. It's only gonna do 5 to 6 damage, which admittedly is not a lot. And then I'm going to taunt. The reason I'm gonna taunt is weakening is like so important in this game. Just because it reduces their amount of damage. Like if I don't weaken this guy, he would be doing, it says 2 to 3 damage because it's reduced, but he would be doing like 5 to 6, 7, 8 damage, something along those lines. Plus he would poison me, which would do even extra damage on me. So that is just not great. And so once again, if I withdraw from combat here, then all of a sudden he gets to do an opportunity of attack, but we don't want to do that. You notice the little blue and red arrows there? That just basically means they're engaged with each other. So if I bring someone else like right behind, he actually can't attack him. He can only attack Brian right now, so that's great. So even though our archer's going to get an attack here, I'm going to go ahead and move Jeff here, and we're going to go for a stabby stab because we get the extra bonus damage from the ambush. So I like that. I can once again run if I so choose. If he had move speed, I could actually move him away because he's not engaged, but we're not going to worry about that. So archer is going to come, take some damage. Just gonna shoot Jeff. Oof. Actually knocked him back, which you can see that just immediately wrecked all my armor, which is really depressing. I hit the wrong button. God freaking dang it. I hit the wrong button. Oh my God. All right, that's embarrassing. All right, well, you're gonna have to go here and not do anything, which is kind of unfortunate. Then let's go move you up here because we want to be able to hit this guy without actually shooting our own guy. So this now gives us a 76% chance of not hitting Jeff. Come on, Emily. God dang it, Emily. Well, we're off to a great start in combat, guys. All right. We're off to just an absolutely amazing start. Who's next? So you're actually first this time. So we're going to go ahead and just try finishing this guy off, though, before he gets an attack. Because, yes. What is this? Knockout. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if I had chains, you can actually, you can imprison them and take them to prison, which is really kind of cool. So we're going to skip your turn, and then I'm just going to let Brian finish this off here. Okay, goodbye, you are dead. Achievement progress unlocked. We also got galvanization, so now their damage is boosted for whatever damage they do. The other thing is now I can actually move you over here. Now, he can't attack because he's already attacked. Although, you know what? I might as well go ahead and taunt you just to reduce your damage. It's not really that big of a deal, but I might as well. Then I'm going to skip your turn. But the reason we want to surround is if you can surround the enemy, they're less likely to... they basically take more damage. So... we'll put you on this side then, so you can get, you're basically not going to get shot by Emily, because apparently she likes to shoot her own people. And then, speaking of which, Emily, I don't know if she has the range, though, to hit this. She does not. All right, well, that's a crap turn. All right, so you're going to punch me for 1. Ooh, I'm so scared. All right, Emily, can we, like, actually do this and actually hit the right person this time? 100%, there you go. As long as you get some decent aim, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. All right, let's skip with you, and I'm going to try getting Jeff leveled up because I love having a really good dagger. So you're surrounded. You're going to take bonus damage. You're just straight dead. Didn't really matter, but... all right, so after combat, we can loot whatever we got from them, which right now is a little bit of coal as well as some crones. We can also take the dead bodies, which you can become cannibals if you so choose, but we're not going to worry about it right now. So we're going to loot that. Now, this is where things get really difficult in the game. So I need to go ahead and use 3 of our raw materials to basically, so both of these guys took damage. So because of that, their equipment's actually broken, which means if we were to go into combat again with them, we would have no armor. So if we wanted to have our armor going into combat, which is kind of important, we have to go ahead and use our raw materials. So this gets quite expensive as you're just trying to keep your dudes from like breaking and stuff like that, like keep making sure you have enough raw materials. So we're gonna go ahead and move north. Oh, I didn't even mention we have a pony. We'll call you oh my gosh, what's the name? Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta Google this. Hold up. Pony, Parks and Rec. Mr. Pony, where is it? Lil Sebastian. Oh my God, how did I forget about that? So Lil Sebastian. You can't fit Little Sebastian. Oh my God. All right, fine. Lil Sebastian. There you go. So the other companions approve. So they actually may or may not like people's names. That's actually kind of hilarious. So you'll notice that they actually have skills, but I've never seen them in combat. So I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. All right, so we can come here to this first little area here. This is basically a little stable. We can come here and we can steal stuff from them. We can, look at the ponies. If we wanted to spend some money, we could adopt them. We can expect them to see what we want. Essentially, if we got another pony, that's going to give us a little bit more carrying capacity, which is kind of nice. Actually, what is our carrying capacity? So right now we're at 21 of 52. I can also go ahead and talk to these guys. Tell you what, buy a horse. I'll throw in a horseshoe for free. What do these do, by the way? Movement speed in the world. Oh, interesting. I don't think I used that. I also don't remember using that when I bought a pony. Okay, the war is not my business. I can tell, take them with you if you can. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. So there's not really anything we can do here. Every once in a while, you kind of want to scan because you might be able to inspect some stuff. And this area, it's owned, so we couldn't actually steal anything. But you'll notice here, like, oh, hey, look, there's a little field there. Now, the big thing right now is we are really slow. Like, we're not particularly fast. One of the things that we can start unlocking here is we can actually increase our speed, movement speed in the world. This allows us to run. And then at one point, there is the ability to actually move quicker on roads as well. Let's actually come up here and see what you are. I think this is just mushrooms. That's another flower. All right, so we found the first town. Town is where you get new companions, you can rest, you can repair, you got a lot of fun things over here. So we got the Apocryphy Clinic, so we can talk to you. Be sure to hold on the vials after using them. Okay. Oh, wait, no, we have to look at the crafting here. So now we have a new profession, alchemist. So if I wanted, I can come here with Emily and I can be like, hey, I want you to become an alchemist, which this gives you +1 dex, which I think is pretty good for an archer, right? I think dex is actually pretty important for you. So I'll go ahead and make Emily an alchemist. So that means now when I come here, I can actually select her and we can actually go ahead and craft some stuff. I don't have any vials right now and I don't have any snow irises, but you know, at that point, then we can go ahead and make some medicine. The other thing to keep in mind is now we have alchemists up here, so we can start learning stuff via this way. Although actually, I think those you don't learn by putting points in. I think you have to buy those from like her because she's got scrolls here. We can also buy stuff as well, but right now I'm not that interested in that. Then the other thing is we have the market. The market here is basically where you buy food. There's also a homeless guy here where you can give some money to, but I'm not really going to worry about that right now. The town hall, let's see. Are you mercenaries? I'll have you know we do not take too kindly to refugees in these parts. Why? Because they've overrun our streets and are now taking to the roads. Edoran is sending our way anything with legs and a mouth that cannot wield the sword. You have your work cut out for you. There's no lack of honest folk in need to help fend off the refugee menace. So essentially, that's what's going on here in this region. You have refugees versus this town. And so we kind of have to decide who we want to help. Then we got the forge over here. The forge, we can go ahead and buy some extra raw materials if we wanted. He will also repair stuff for us. But the bigger thing is we can go ahead and get a blacksmith. We're going to go ahead and I think just make me the blacksmith. Strength +1. You know, I'm more likely to be a tank than Parker. So I'm actually going to make Parker the blacksmith then. So I probably want more constitution for me. And then here, let's see, we can make rags. So these are way better armor than what we got. So that's an extra 10 armor, which you look right here, I have 8 armor. So these are a little bit better than what we got. Yeah, that one's only 5 for you. That one's 8 for you. This is 5 for you. So we do want to go ahead and make that. We can also make ourselves a better shield here at some point, but you know, we got to wait a little bit. Last but not least, we got the inn. So the inn, we can talk to the inn master and go ahead and take a sleep here if we so chose. They also have brandy, which is alcohol, which, you know, if you wanted some extra happiness. Once again, you see we can steal, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I'm not going to rest here because we're still fine. We also have a new person here we can recruit. Let's see, who are you? You're a warrior. Interesting. So we have a swordsman, we have a brute, and now a warrior. Warriors generally have a two-handed weapon, I thought. I think we will go ahead and recruit you. He's got the Wrath, which is pretty nice. Wrath, basically, if they're at less than half HP, you can just destroy them. So it's going to cost us 60 crones and 30 influence. So we'll do that. The other thing to keep in mind is it's going to lower the happiness, but that's okay. Then we have an informant here. This is for story. Any purple story. Hey, you. Yeah, you're looking for work. I can give you tips, point you towards the best mission. Of course, you'll have to meet the client. So we can trade if we have extra influence to get some better missions there. And then we have the emissary over here, which we can actually get some jobs. So these are just jobs that just cycle, and they're basically just like an easy way for you just to go ahead and get some money. And we need the money because, you know, we can't afford to pay our people. Actually, you know what I just realized? We got 2 days and 12 hours to actually make ourselves a little bit of money. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we'll accept this one, kill these guys. Hopefully they're close. And then this one's average. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and grab all of these for now. You can only have up to 3, but I'll just grab those 3. Let's see. Do you have anything here? Adventure calls. Oh, I can actually recruit you. You know, I didn't think I realized that there were more than one person there. I just always saw that one person. He's a ranger. No, I think I like this. So the bow, in my opinion, doesn't scale quite as well. So I'm actually okay with this group, I think. So let's take a quick look at the world map. And where are we going to go? This one is probably the quickest one. So let's go ahead and depart, and we're going to come over here, and we're just going to want to keep an eye on the map. So, you can see these are traders that we can trade stuff to. I could sell some of our stuff if we needed a little bit of money, but I don't necessarily want to do that yet. You could potentially find beasts and stuff in the forest. So we kind of got to be keep an eye on that. The other thing is there could be bandits and all that kind of fun stuff. So right now our fatigue's okay, but we are going to need to rest here before too long, which we have the food. There's something glowing over here. I think this is maybe wood. So I think I'm going to go grab that. There's actually a farm over here. Oh, okay. Pick up the wood. Thank you. Let's pop in the farm while we're here. So, hello. So, are you mercenaries? Oh, bless the all-seeing eye. You're our last hope. I swear I'll find a way to pay you. You must warn my husband's friend. They need to come and help him. Yes. Ask them to come. If only they could speak in his favor, reason with the people who want to kill him for a handful of grain. So that's going to give us plus 20 there. And then it's going to give us a bar of soap and then some influence. Okay, my husband only told me that his friends live north of the lake. Please come quickly. Are you the husband? I'm terribly sorry. I shouldn't have agreed to this, but we ran out of food and we were starving. What, the village chief here. Do not take pity on the scoundrel. He fled his home country to come and steal our crops. This Edoran leech will be strung up for his crime and soon we'll all sleep easy. Okay. Inspect. This is steal, so we probably don't want to steal it yet. There's a nice little pony there. All right, well, let's go north and take care of that. I'm wondering, is this the same group here? No, it looks like it's two different groups. So I think we can go ahead and engage these guys before we have to worry about. We need to hit this other group over there, though, before it gets too long. All right, more knowledge points. And we actually got our first perk here. So, like I mentioned, we can go ahead and learn different weaponry. I kind of want to get a longbow just so we can get our archers actually halfway decent. The problem is getting that wood is not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, I can't actually learn any of your abilities. We can also learn. Yeah, I'm not really worried about any of that. So let's do rationing. I think I'm going to go ahead and, we don't need the money right now, so let's reduce their wages by 10%. So now we only have to pay them 93, which is a decent cheap, a lot cheaper than it was. Okay, so new camp here. Hello, buddies. One of our new recruits hasn't returned from his first assignment. He probably just got delayed. He seemed capable enough. So I'm going to go ahead and warn him. Your friend is about to be caught. He just doesn't have it in him. He cannot be hanged by my fault. Pack it up, lads. We're leaving. Okay, so essentially these guys are going to go down there to basically stop that dude from getting hung. When we get down there, we can decide, do we want to, which side do we want to help? All right, so we got some brandy here. This is awesome, dude. Oh yeah. That's going to help our happiness quite a bit. There's also lockpicking in the game too. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. So let's go ahead and exit. We actually can't get over there. Oh, that sucks. So let's go pick this crap up. Oh no, we're gonna have to go that way. Uh-oh. We might have to go sell some stuff to keep our wages. I assume if we don't pay our people, it's gonna lower happiness by a lot. Probably. This combat should give us some equipment as well, though. And there's farmers over here. It looks like they're going to attack these guys. Yeah, so we have our first refugee versus other dude fight. So release the refugee immediately. But you brought the bandit, mercenary. Are you willing to let them slaughter us to save a thief? He's just a desperate farmer. Let him go. No harm will come to you. Who's to say you won't be back in a few days to plunder our supplies? No, we won't let any of you leave. Very well. Have at you. Mercenaries, whatever these thieves promise you, I can pay you more to defend us. Okay, so we get to pick which side we want to fight. We can either fight here with the foot soldiers or with the bandits. I think we're going to fight with the foot soldiers. Why? Because I would much rather have a foot soldier and a phalanx. Oh, this side. We got to attack these guys. Yeah, I would much rather have these guys on our side than those guys on our side. So we're going to attack you, which is now going to give us an adjustable strap. We get 2 allies and we're going to fight 5 units. Okay. This is going to be a fun little fight here, and you're going to see how this can get really dangerous here if we're not careful. So we really got to focus fire. The other thing is we got to really pay attention to who's going first. So we got a hoodlum there, and then we got an archer there. So the thing is, we could potentially get out of the way so he actually can't attack us this first turn. We would like to engage the archer here as quickly as possible. Oh, I forgot to name Nikik. Can I change your name now? No. I got to change your name, though. The other thing is there is a bear trap here. So if they walk through that bear trap, they're going to take a ton of damage. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you here. And then I think I'm going to take Parker. The taunt isn't actually that useful right now. No. I could send you over there and taunt. The problem is this double hoodlum right there is scary. So I think let's start with Parker, and I'm just going to go ahead and put Parker right here. And I don't mind if you want to come and attack me, but basically we're just trying to stop the archer from moving. All right, so that's going to be my first turn, which is going to be absolutely horrible. You're going to walk through the trap, yes, and you're going to attack Nikik, which he's poisoned now, but not the end of the world. And then you're just going to stab Parker, but you're not really going to do that much damage. All right, now we get to move twice. I can reduce this guy's damage, not that useful. Who goes next? The hoodlum here goes next. So this would be a good time for Brian to come here. We're going to pound you. I don't have any taunts. I used it all last time and we didn't rest. So the whole idea here is I was going to taunt so I'd take less damage, but shoot. All right, so then Jeff. I mean, I'm not concerned with the archer because the archer's not going to do that much damage. So let's do a stabby stab here. And we're kind of hoping that the AI here shoots this guy, but he's probably going to end up shooting that guy. So, meh. Yeah, we don't really have any other ways to gain ability points right now, which kind of sucks. Meh. All right, you're going to go. You're going to do 7 damage. This is where a taunt would have been really nice, just for the record. Okay, and then that is just another stabby person. So I'm not really that worried about it. All that's left is Emily? Who? Wait, I still have one other left. Oh, I haven't attacked with you, have I? We'll attack there. The thing is, I need this guy to die quickly. You'll notice we took the 1 damage from the poison. So poisons are actually based on weapons, which can be a bit awkward, to say the least. Hey, I would love for you... Okay, you're surrounded, so you're going to die here quickly. We need to get him support. Okay, so I'm going to move you here, and we're going to shoot this hoodlum, because this hoodlum needs to die. Because we got to focus fire. That's the big thing here. All right, end Emily's turn. You're hopefully going to attack the foot soldier. Thank God. Foot soldier's not that scary. And then, oh, he has another archer. I did not see that archer. Attack Emily, please. Thank you. Spread out the damage a little bit. But as you can see, it's getting a little scary already. So you're actually going to attack next. Blah. So you're gonna definitely kill. So I think we need to do that. I can't attack a second time because I don't have a second attack ability. So instead, let's go ahead and move up on this archer. And the reason here is so the archer's engaged, so he can't actually attack anyone. Actually, you know what? I might have to actually attack you to be engaged. Okay, you're going to go stab. Owie! We might lose Nikik right away, which would be kind of depressing, just to be straight up honest. All right, so we need to kill this guy. I have 2 abilities. Okay, he's gonna live. Because Emily should be able to finish him off. Knockout. Yeah, well, I can't knock out because I don't have anything. You also got poisoned. Dude, all these freaking rogues, man, they're scary, dude. They really are. And then 100% here for the kill. Thank you. Oh, we critted him. Nice. So, the more damage you do, there is a chance that they actually will run away, which is kind of cool. Now, I might be able to run this guy actually away here. Actually, I think I can. But it's Emily's turn right now. So, because he's not technically engaged. So, I think we do a little swapperoo here. We come over here. And then we attack here. And then we put you over there to engage in combat. I like that idea. All right, you're taking poison damage. God, he has 3 poison damage. We need to end this fight, like, now. Yeah, okay, that was unfortunate. So, yeah, you weren't engaged, but it's okay. All right, so I need to hit you. So we really don't want his turn because he's going to die if we're not careful. He can basically live 1 more turn here. Okay, that's the foot soldier. And now, new turn. So, how do we want to do this? Who's attacking first? Archer's attacking first. So we got to get over here with Brian, and we got to do some stabby stab. So now the Archer's not going to be able to do much. And we got a rogue that can just finish you off here at any point. I thought I hit space. We are poisoned. You're only going to punch me for 1 damage because you are weak sauce. You're going to attack that guy. Don't really care. You can kill that guy for all I care. Then we got lots of turns here before we have to worry about something else. So let's move Emily up. We'll take a shot. Not going to be able to kill this guy, I don't think, this turn, but we'll see. Then your turn's done. Let's go ahead and get the Jeff to stab the poacher. You're going to go. You're going to do a little damage. Not a lot. You're going to do a little more damage. Okay. Now this is where things get awkward because I'm going to have to attack out with Nikic. Which I do not want to, but we don't really have an option. You can actually get over here. Because remember, he's taking 3 damage per turn. You're going to die. Okay, good. We just need to finish this combat here, so... And that gives us galvanization, which actually is increasing our combat damage. So, that's scary. Luckily, none of these guys have AoE attacks, so we're not that really concerned right now. So, okay. Once again, we go stabby stab. Because our stabby stab is just really good on damage. Also, I don't think you have any poison damage. Another crit. Oof. Nasty. Nasty. 14 damage on that. Oh, yes, Jeff. Now you can see why I love these guys. Why I love the Rangers. They're so good. Especially if you give them a bunch of like movement. It's just like, yeah, baby. All right, we shall shoot you from the back. And I think he's going to die. I think the AI is going to get your kill. Oh, a crit. Oh, across the face. Ow, I have not seen that one yet. Oof, nasty, nasty. Oh, hey, Parker leveled. Okay, so we got money. We got a better bow. Hell yeah. We also got a better weapon and lockpicks. And okay, this is awesome. So we can repair all, but that's using almost all of our crap. And then we also have to use one of our medicines to heal all, which is just like, ugh. But if you don't heal your dudes, then they start taking negatives like unhappiness because they're like, we need to be healed. All right. So first character we can level up is officially Parker. So now here's the specialization. Parker's a swordsman. We can either make them a sword master, a fighter, or a protector. The protector gives them encouragement. So this unit and all allies gain protection, which reduces their damage. They also are allowed to equip heavy armor. We can make them a fighter, which gives them destabilization, which reduces their guard. They can use heavy armor. Or we can do laceration. Deals 8 damage to all the units in the area 2 times, but you can only do it after 2 attacks. And then they can equip medium armor. The other thing we get to do is we get to pick the attributes. Now, what's interesting about the game is you can only level the attributes they give you, which I think is just RNG. So we can either level willpower, which what does this do? Boost morale in combat. Also increases critical hit. I think it's a critical hit damage. So if we do constitution, we actually get 2. If we do strength, we only get 1. Willpower, we only get 1. I think I'm okay with getting an extra 2 constitution here. So then do we go ahead and go for another protector? And this is another 6 constitution on this. Both of these are 6 constitution. Yeah. So he's up to 35 protection right now, which is kind of crazy. Also, hey, Nikic, you're now officially going to be Dr. Bob Rudy Rar. Oh! Dr. Bob Rar. Fine. Can't call you Dr. Bob Rudy Rar II. What the hell? What the hell? That's the name of my T-Rex. So anyways, continue game. So we have officially won this combat. Did they run away or what the heck's going on here? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. But we'll come back in here. We need camp. I know. So if I talk to her, you let them hang my husband. May the beast take you. Whoops. Your ill-advised intervention almost cost us our lives, but since you killed the bandits, I'm willing to forgive you. Here's a little something for your trouble. Now skedaddle and leave the good townsfolk in peace. Boom. So we gained first 20. And the fate of Tilturin. Nice. All right. So keep in mind, we also have new daggers and stuff. So we're currently using the damage dagger, which has dexterity +3. Wait, no, this is the new one. We're currently using a rusty shiv, which is dexterity +2. So this gives us dexterity +3, which is going to increase our damage. And then it also has the ability to poison. So it's just a straight up upgrade. So you'll notice now we do 4 to 5 damage and apply a poison as opposed to 4 to 5 damage with ambush. Does this one ambush? Oh, this one doesn't ambush though. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. So would I rather ambush or poison? I actually think I would rather ambush. Yeah, I think I would rather ambush. But this does give us an extra dexterity. But it's not increasing the damage, though. Huh. Maybe because I'm tired? I don't know. Let's try it for now. And then, hey, guess what, Emily? I think this is just straight up better. 3 to 6, 4 to 6. Deals 3 to 6 and knocks them back. So essentially, they're equivalent. They're equivalent. So this one's 4 to 6. This one's 3 to 6 and knock back. See, I think I would rather have the 4 to 6. Yeah, all right. So we picked up 2 things and they're both kind of for us. All right, well, that's fine. We can go sell them. Oh, and then we also have this, which is +1 movement. We'll go ahead and give that to Jeff because he needs to be able to move around a lot. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and exit. Let's take camping for the first night. Now, what's cool about the camp is you can actually build stuff. So right now we don't have anyone that actually has that ability. Let's go ahead and make Dr. Bob, maybe? What is this? This is the Tinkerer. It gives you an extra critical hit chance. Maybe Jeff. Yeah, we'll give you the Tinkerer. So we can build stuff here. Like, for example, a cooking pot. If we had a little more iron ore, and then that's something we can use to actually cook. But what's cool is it kind of like then sits around here on the campsite, and you can kind of like, you can move this stuff around and it'll always be there, which is kind of really cool. Yeah, go move, Lil Sebastian. And I guess we're just going to go to sleep here because there's not really anything else for us to do. So let's go ahead and get some brandy to get ourselves some happiness. We'll use the crap mushrooms, and then we'll use a little bread and an apple. And we can rest, and we don't have to pay anyone until tomorrow, which is awesome. The refugee leader caught wind of your action. He wishes to meet you in the haven. We gained 2 extra action points, and we're now well rested. All right, I just want to check here with Jeff. So this is 5 to 6. This is 6 to 7. So this is just way better then. All right, well, you shall do the 6 to 7. All right, so I got to get back to town because we got to sell some of our crap. The other thing is, man, the problem is we didn't do a mission. That's what really sucks. There's also wolves running around over there, which, is not the worst thing in the world. The problem is I need to get these missions done because we need the money so I can pay my squad here because I got to pay them tomorrow. But we also need some extra equipment to repair our guys. So we're kind of just in a really crappy situation right now. So, hi. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the sword for 29 and the bow for 43. Not bad. Oh, we actually have a vial here too now. So we have 148. We need to pay 94. So give me a little bit here. That gives us 13. That's more than double. Okay, we should be fine on that. And then let's go ahead and depart and let's go do that freaking quest this time. I'm wondering if maybe I should just go do the other one, but whatever. Problem with this is we got to go through the forest, which can have bandits. It can have the wolves. Wolves are good because we need the leather and crap like that. So, I'm not opposed to fighting them. Also, they give you meat, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but, Okay, let's move. Get up the hill. I guess there is a road. I didn't think there was a road up here. Is it right there? It's over here somewhere. There's also the ability to tinker to grab some... Interesting. So it looks like they're fighting Townsguard. But to tinker to actually get some stuff so you can scale the walls, which is kind of cool. I've not built any of those yet. Hi, traders. Let's talk to you real quick. Let's see what you got. So you got some cabbage, some eels, some venison. I'm not going to worry about any of that. All right, let's go talk to these guys. Did they kill the guards? They just killed the guards. Yo. All right, that's fine. I'm going to fight them. There's only 2 dudes, and they're both level 1. Henchman and a raider. It shouldn't be that hard of a combat. I mean, especially compared with what we just fought. 2 guys is like nothing. We have 5 dudes. Oh, it's snowing up here. Ooh, so that reduces, vision. Okay, so the raider has the AoE attack. So we got to keep that in mind. And you are attacking first. That's okay. The big thing is... Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think what we do is we go and we turn you this direction. I think we go here, and then we go whack. And then I taunt you so you're weak, so you do a lot less damage. We end your turn. Then Jeff Buddy is going to come over here. And now... because she has to face me, she can't actually hit Jeff. So we just don't want to put anyone to the side because that would be a little awkward. All right. Oh, there's another guy there. What? There's a 3rd dude. What the hell? What the hell? So you're no longer engaged here. Oh, that's actually horrific. So change of plan. I need you to die. No, Bond, I need you to live. Hold up. Escape. This is not good, by the way. She's going to get an attack off. So I'm going to have to do protection here. So she's going to hit me and Jeff, or Jeff and Parker. So skip your turn. Dude, that sucks because I was actually engaged. I didn't realize. So he has an ability then. Yeah, forces them to engage. Wow, that's horrible. That screws up our plan altogether. So you're surrounded and you're bleeding now. Man, this would be a great time to use Wrath. I just don't have any abilities. Maybe I should have saved it and used it on Wrath. Yeah, look, you're going to hit... Oh, she's just targeting. Okay, thank God. So targeting is basically a 1 turn for her to kind of like, hey, I'm going to go and hit you next turn. All right, Emily's worthless, but not that big of a deal. Okay, you're actually attacking that guy. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, so I have to kill her quickly. So let's do this. Stabby stab. You're dead. Okay, now this guy's surrounded. Go like here. So Emily has an opportunity to attack. You are attacking next, Mr. Henchman. We have protection up, don't we? Yeah, it was 2 turns of protection. You both are engaged. I have 2 attacks before I have to worry about anything. Let's avoid the trap. If I go through it, doesn't it tell me it's red? Let's just move here and be safe. Okay, go around the trap, and then we're going to shoot the henchman in the butt. I shot you in the butt. Okay, and then move and ambush attack. And you're also surrounded. So 9 damage there. Not bad. All right, so you're going to get an attack. Also, you can pick up these spears and throw them. I don't entirely know what that does. I've not actually done that. Deals 5 damage. Yeah, I've not tried that yet. So I need you to engage with me. Flem the Deserter. He's actually got a lot of HP there, dude. So the idea now is you're not going to hit Brian. So, okay, good. And then Poacher. No, wait, who's left? Who hasn't gone yet? Oh, I guess Brian hasn't gone yet. This is where weakening would be so nice. So very nice. I'm so glad I weakened the dude that couldn't do anything. All right, at least he attacked elsewhere. All right, so Jeff, I need a kill. Are you serious? You're going to have 1 HP left. Unless we roll well. So it's 8 to 9. If I roll with the 9, I think we get the kill. Ah, we did 12 damage. Oh, yeah, because of the ambush. Nice. Galvanization. Does this require... It's a slight chance to kill my own dudes. Change of plan. I want to try this. So let's put you here. Jeff, you can end your turn. Park, we're going to go and start working on the surround. Put you like right here. We already have the surround. Nice. Attack. Whoosha. Well, we have the surround because Brian's right there. You can end your turn. Then Brian is going to go over here where it's nice and safe. Pick up the sphere, spear, and hurl it. Yada! I murder you. Okay. Basically, I just kind of wanted to get him a little bit to safety because I'm a little concerned for his life. Then all that's left here. Wait, we still have 2 left. Oh, you. I'm gonna actually take Emily here. And let's move you here, which should give us 100%. We don't have the surround on him right now, which is kind of disappointing, but that's okay. All right, you're going to attack Dr. Bob again. Remember, Dr. Bob has tons of HP, so... And the thing is, I should easily be able to kill you, because I'm going to get multiple attacks here before he gets to go. So, and one of those attacks is Jeff the Great, which should have a surround. So that around did 13, 15 damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cancel. Wrong button. Meant to hit move. Murder. And I think Parker leveled, all right? So let's do it with Dr. Bob. Oh, my God. Vicious. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. That sucked, but we lived. We didn't have to use any medicine, what's nice, but okay. And yeah, repair all the armor and go ahead and loot all. And let's go ahead and level Jeff. This is what I'm excited for right here. So he doesn't get to pick a specialization. Instead, every time he ends his turn next to an enemy that's not engaged, he gains one valor point. Or every time you kill an enemy, gain a valor point. Or every time ends their turn to an ally not in combat. Clearly, we're going to do every time you kill an enemy. And that's going to help give us a lot. Dex, I think, is your damage. Yeah, 8 to 10 damage. Holy crap, that's a good roll right there. All right, well, I think we're going to wrap this first episode up here. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the GameCommon, and share your support. I'm really loving this game. I hope you guys like it. You can check it out on Steam for yourselves, or you can keep watching me, and I'll be playing this some more on the channel. So, till tomorrow. Bye, everyone.